Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our highly anticipated webinar, Unlocking the Joy of Teaching Mathematics with E&F Method. I am your host, Jasjit Kaur, and I'm honored to have you all here today. Congratulations to all of you for making the right decision to join us today. I would love to know where our wonderful audience is joining us from today. I am from New Delhi, the capital of India. So please take a moment to comment and let us know which city you are tuning in from. Jammu. Okay, Meenakshi ma'am, welcome to the Jalandhar. Good. Gurugram, Sonali ma'am. Gurugram, Chennai, Delhi. Very good. Durgapur. Okay, Bahadurgarh. Nisha ma'am from Jammu, Reenu ma'am from Gurugram. Okay, Chennai. Shalini ma'am from Delhi. Moitri ma'am from West Bengal. So I can see people from all over the country. Glad to meet you all. Good. Okay, now I'm having 3 questions just to ask you that what you are thinking. Just let me know that what you are thinking of facing some problems while teaching mathematics to the kindergartens or the grade 1. Yes, anyone? Please share your views. How to teach before, after. Okay, good. Teaching place value. Very good. Great topic. Place value. Okay, what comes before? So for that's very true. From there, tables long retention. That's really true, Sheetal ma'am. So what we can say that how can I make math more engaging for young children? Can you let me know how we can engage the students for this? How we can make math more engaging for young children? Okay, let me answer for this. I am expecting question answers. Activities, very good. Thank you. Thanks for replying. Through hands-on activities, superb name, ma'am. By including activities, that's true. So making math more engaging for young children by incorporating hands-on activities, true. Real life applications, classroom situations, that's true. And interactive games that connect mathematical concepts to their interests and daily experiences. That's true. Learning by true. Perfect. Learning by doing. Now, what is the next question is there? What are the some effective strategies for teaching young children basic math concepts? Any guesses?
Concrete objects.
Very good. CPA is there. Concrete pictorial approach is there. True.
Audio visuals can also help.
Very good. That's really true. Through games also.
Through
Yeah.
rhymes also, ma'am.
Yes, very true. Through songs and rhymes also. So some effective strategies for teaching young children basic math concepts include utilizing the manipulatives and visual aids, incorporating games and interactive activities, and providing real life examples and context to make math more tangible and relatable. True? Now, next is there, how can I help young children develop a positive attitude towards the mathematics? This is the main concern for today, that we have to create a positive attitude towards the math. How is it possible?
Making the concept more clear and understandable for them.
Very good, very true, very true. So, as a parent and educator, we can help young children develop a positive attitude towards the math by fostering a supportive and encouraging environment, using hands-on and interactive math experiences, highlighting the real-world applications and relevance of math, and reframing mistakes as opportunities for learning and growth. Don't stop the children for making the mistakes. Let them do the mistakes. If they have to learn, they have to do the mistakes, isn't it? True or correct or not?
Yes,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
correct,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
By giving them opportunities also.
Yes, very true, very true. So during the webinar, we kindly request you to actively engage by asking questions, sharing insights, and participating in discussions to make the most out of this learning experience. However, please refrain from sharing personal contact information or engaging in any form of disruptive behavior that may hinder the smooth flow of the function. Now, to take most of the webinar, we recommend the following these instructions. Kindly have a notepad to jot down key points, important insights, and any questions that arise during the session. This will help you stay organized and retain valuable information. Keep a water bottle nearby to stay hydrated throughout the webinar. And if available, recommended to attend the webinar using the laptop or a device with a larger screen. Now, before we dive into much awaited webinar, I kindly request to comment and show your support by giving me the permission to start and share the valuable insights. Your active participation and enthusiasm will make this session even more engaging and rewarding. So please take a moment to grant me the permission to begin the webinar. Type PG. Let's get started. Type PG in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the permission, for granting the permission. Okay, now this is the concept that how to teach mathematics for the kindergarten. The first method which we have to see is there, that making math fun and engaging for kindergarten, which is essential for their long-term math success. So for this, what we have to do, the concept is there, was method is there, number recognition and counting skills. We have to group the objects and move for the numbers, just like in the image. Just to share, I have just a picturization for the stars. So we have grouped the image. One for the star one is there for the dark red color maroon is there. Then we are having the red color, then blue color, then green color. So it is grouped accordingly for the grouped objects, grouped and move for the numbers. Then next will become, give me a second, please. Then next is engage in written written number practice. So we have to help the children to hold the pencil, to know how to write, and to go for the practicing the writing of the numbers. Then verbally count while interacting with the objects. Make a group. Let them learn by interacting with others and with the objects. Count 1, 2, 3 and put it them in the some other box or to know exactly it is there. Then comes is the compare objects using quantity descriptors. That is how many are there. In the quarters, we can see that there are 5 apples are there. So you can ask them, compare them. Now 5 is it less than 4 or greater than 4? If you put the things in the different boxes, just in the one box, there is a one cube is there, as manipulatives we are having right now. Put the objects in different. Now ask them, is it less than or greater than? Which box is full of it? So just like comparison, you can help the children to do for it. Now begin with the low numbers like 1, 2, 3 or 4. They can start with counting with the numbers, with the low numbers, just with the objects only. Visualization, as we know, it is really very important for the kindergartens as well as the grade 1 students. So we have to take care of this thing. The next method is explore addition, subtraction and measurement. Now for the exploring addition, subtraction and measurement, first of all, help the student to understand what we are asking. What is the requirement of the question? For that, you just narrate a story to them. If you are having 5 candies with you and your sister gave you 2 more candies, how many total candies are with you? Simple stories with them. You have 10 pencils with you. Take away 2 pencils from your box. How many pencils remain in the box? Just like a stories which is related to the real life objects in the real life scenarios. Next is the list various representations of our numbers. Now we know that the concepts of representation is there. Let's take the example here for the 4 is there. So we know 0 plus 4 is 4. We have to make the pair of 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. We know this. But how we can explain this thing to the students? Make it a story. Let them make into the group. Ask them if there is a, we have to start from the 1. So what is the comparison for that? How you can represent the number 0 plus 1 or 1 plus 0? There are only 2 ways. Now similarly, if we have to make the representation of number 2, how we can represent? Anyone? Please unmute yourself and let me know. We know we all are the kindergarten educators and we know how to work on. Okay, you can just write it down on the chat box also. Yes, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 0. Good. Any other representation? Okay. Now listen. The one thing first we have to start with the nothing. Only the Saibri ma'am, only with the addition right now. We are just representing the number with the additions. We have to start with the addition, then we will start with the takeaway. So the first is start with the nothing. 0 plus 2. It will become 2. Now we have 2 objects in 2 hands, 1 and 1. So this is equal to how many objects are there? 2. When 0 plus 2 is there, then 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, what is the next? 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. Have you noticed one thing? that when we are making the presentation of number 1, we have two options, either 0 plus 1 or 1 plus 0. But when we have to go for the representation of number 1, we are having 3 representation numbers. 0 plus 2, 1 plus 1, and 2 plus 0. What do you conclude from this? Anyone? Take the example for the number representation of 4 also.
Yeah, ma'am. This theorem shows that for any particular number, the number of ways to represent is one more than that.
Perfectly true. Let's have a round applause of ma'am. That's really
Thank you,
true.
ma'am.
And this is the only way for representation of number and to explain the concept to the students. And also to help them that you will be represent them in the class way also. That this is the, make it a story. 4 students come out of the class, out of the benches, and then one move to the other side. We have 0 toward the left and 4 towards the right. Now shift to the 1 to the right side. 1 plus 3. So this time you can explain it to the students. Now next is, let children measure classroom objects using a ruler. Give them the little things in the classroom. Take the, just measure with your hand span the bench on which you are sitting, on the desk you are sitting. Or with the rulers, find it out how many rulers are there is equal to your table's length. Or what is the length of your handle of your door of the classroom. Correct? Next is that develop pattern recognition by arranging beads and blocks. We all know that using the manipulatives, we can arrange the patterns in that. Red, blue, yellow, blue, red, yellow. Or we can give them to make the shapes with that also. Just like in the example I have shown that with the different manipulatives and different color pattern, they make the shape of the heart. I hope you all are enjoying and getting something from this.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for replying.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's move to the next. Now we are having the concept of geometry. Introduce foundational geometry concepts. So what we have to do, we have to utilize the directional terms to describe the environment to the kindergartens. We have to explain them that what is there with the direction is that what the apple is on the book. This is the direction. The pencil is near the book. So like this, we can explain the directional terms while making the diagrammatics for them. Similarly, encourage identifying the 2D shapes and 3D shapes in the surroundings. Then determine the sides of the angles, various angles you have to find it out. That just in the shape of the, I have shown you the image of one triangle and with the rectangle square is there. So you can ask them what is the shape of this particular image is there. If it is triangle, how many angles are there? If it is a triangle, how many angles? Being a kindergarten, they don't know what is the angle. But we have to start with them just like a foundational start concept is there, that when two lines join, it makes when two straight lines join, it makes an angle. So in triangle, we have 3 angles, and in square, we have 4 angles. And also we can explain them that in triangle, we can have the equal sides also. Similarly, in the square, all the sides are equal. The next is the demonstration of the shapes, separation and combination for the creating new shapes. Now with the example, you just say something is rotating. So in this, we are having 4 squares. If we put them separately and then again join them, it will become a big square. So with the help of manipulatives, you can explain the concept to the students. Next concept is it is the selecting tools for math instructions, which is really very important. So explore the math concept through the number focused books. Utilize the worksheets and the workbooks for math practice. Incorporate the math activities into the daily activities beyond the classroom also. Let them move into the playground. Ask the things from there. How many swings are there? What is the shape of the particular swing? If you are sliding down where? How many steps are there in the stairs of the swing is there? So you can explain the things to the student in the similar manner. Then next is there utilizing the games to help the reinforce the concepts and add excitement to the math learning. How we can reinforce them? We can help them by giving them the games, just like a Ludo is there, the simple game for, or you can help the student by using the manipulatives. Make your own games. Give them the small games and help them to learn the mathematics in that different way. Or include the diverse manipulatives for the hands-on math experiences. Now, these are small games and activities for the kindergarten. Hands-on activities, you can just say, you can give them the rope and the beads or the string, just go and make it the patterns. Or we can show them with the help of the hands movement also to understand the concepts of the addition or subtraction also by taking away, closing the fingers from there. We can give them the manipulatives to help them to understand the use of the manipulatives by making the different objects with that. We can give them the shapes into the diagrammatical form also, in the geometry form also. Take them a small cuttings from there or the manipulatives and make the shapes accordingly so that the student can help. Ask them which color appears more, the most or the least. Now, before we dive into the further, I just want to share my experience about my own. Drawing upon my expertise as a founder of Maths for Parent and Tutors and an experienced mathematics educator specialized in early childhood education with a long-standing partnership and with a QMath since 2017. I bring a wealth of knowledge and practical experience to guide kindergarten grade 1 educators through an engaging and insightful webinars. Furthermore, my credentials as a master trainer at All India Educator Forum, a Google certified educator, an Adobe creative educator, an international certified mathematics, and an international certified Vedic math trainer further demonstrate my dedication and commitment to providing valuable guidance in the field of mathematics education for young learners. But before we delve into the power of the E&F method, let's hear what others have to say about their experience using our approach. So this is what the students, they are sharing their views by the parents as well as the educators. They love to use the things and everything. Now, these are the tricks that which we can help the students to understand. That is the counting tricks from the counting from 1 to 5, number recognitions by matching the number of objects with the corresponding numerals, or shape recognitions by identifying the basic shapes such as circles, squares, and rectangles accordingly. Now just see the different ways that what are the powers of the kindergarten is there, how we can use the this is the classical method we are using, that counting for the 1 to 5. We are using So this is what is the classic method, that is with the fingers or dots we can explain them, or with the objects. Now this is the other way for counting, helping them the counting the objects is there by using the objects. Then with the movement, we can help the student to understand with the movement also. We can help them to show, make the claps. When they are going to clap, you can ask them how many claps you are going to make. 1, 2, 3. So in this way, you can explain the concept to them. Or in the playground, you can ask them to go for jumps. Start jumping and let's count. So in this way, they understand the concepts of the counting with the movement. Next is the concept for songs and rhymes. As one of the educators said, that is the rhyme. So yes, we can explain the concepts of counting with the songs as well as with the rhymes also. So we can say them that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We love counting all the time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we count back down again. Then start backward counting. Then start with the counting in twos. So in this way, the student learn the concept as well as enjoy in doing the counting. And this is the way for counting the rhymes. Show me 5 fingers, let me see. Show me 4 fingers, touch your knee. So in this way, they can understand the parts of their body also. Clear? We can help them to learn the counting in the environment, in the playground, in the shopping malls, while moving from one place to the another place, on the way to the going to the school or to any picnic spot. You can help the child to learn the counting in different ways. Now, before dive into the grade 1, please share your views, because we left with only 5 minutes in this session, and we will then move to the start with the new link again. Just share your messages. Any question from your end? Any query from your end? Or shall I continue with this? No question? Are you enjoying or not? Just let me know one thing. Is the session fruitful
Yes,
till
ma'am.
now?
Yes,
Thank
it is.
you.
Yes,
Thanks.
ma'am.
Thank you very much. So we
Yes,
just
ma'am.
left. Thank you. Thank you very much. Any queries from your end or any suggestions from your end which we have to inculcate in the suggestions with the So we know that art of teaching kindergarten kids, or we can say the craft of the educating kindergarten children. So kindergarten serves as a significant milestone in child's educational journey, marking the transition from home life to the structured schooling. Teaching kindergarten children presents a unique opportunity to introduce them to the concept of school and ignite a passion for learning. Kindergarten is a crucial stage in child's development as they navigate the transition from home to school and begin to develop their love for learning. As a kindergarten teacher, we all play a pivotal role in fostering a positive learning environment and supporting children's growth and development during this important stage. So your role as a kindergarten teacher involves nurturing young learners, providing them with engaging educational experiences, and helping them develop important foundational skills that will shape their academic journey. There are many things that you can do to help the kindergarten kids learning and grow. So here are few tips. Establish a positive and welcoming learning environment that encourages exploration and discovery for kindergarten kids. Practice patience and understanding, recognizing that kindergarten kids are still developing their skills and understanding of the world. Foster creativity and self-expression through art, music, and play, allowing kindergarten kids to explore their interests and develop their unique talents. Make learning enjoyable by incorporating games, songs, and engaging activities that cater to natural curiosity and enthusiasm of kindergarten kids, nurturing their love for learning. So by following these tips, we can be a successful kindergarten teacher and help our students reach their full potential. Correct or not?
Very true, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a query from my side.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, ma'am. Though the kids love maths and they do enjoy the activities which reinforce the concepts of learning, but still I found at times that the children are making the mirror images and also they are counting it correctly but penning the wrong number. So I understand that reinforcement is the basic key, but still I just want to update myself. Is there any other way to sort out these kind of or to tackle these kind of situations? First is the formation of the mirror images, and secondly, they are counting it right but penning the wrong number down.
The reason behind is their lack of concentration, Meena ma'am.
Okay.
We have to, they are just a toddlers here. They're
Yes,
kindergarten.
ma'am.
They need time. So
Exactly.
it's the best that they are making the mistakes. Let them.
Fine.
Don't force them to do the right thing. Let them understand with the concept. If they're writing the 2, they know this is 2 and they're writing. Meena ma'am, are you there? Welcome all once again.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah. Ramandi ma'am, I hope now am I audible? I was not
Yes, ma'am.
speaking. Okay, dear, thank you. So, Meena ma'am, the thing is here that we have to give them the time.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope the concept is clear that how we can help the kids to go for that.
Definitely. We have to give them time to develop,
Yes,
and grow.
because they are just a toddler. They are just enter into the phase of transition.
Actually, and we have to inculcate the interest toward the subject, not the phobia.
Perfect, perfect. Do you know that we have the scenario in our we go through the data collected from the published in the one of the newspaper is there that 82% they are fearing maths in the grade 6 onwards.
Yes, ma'am. And this is our motive that we don't want such a kind of generation anymore. And we are here develop the interest towards the subject so that there should be no fear towards maths.
Perfect, perfectly true, perfectly true. So we have to take care of this thing also so that we will not become a teacher like that. They don't like us. We want to become as an educator in which they can love us and they can go according to their requirement. Now let's move in.
Absolutely. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks to you, dear, for asking the question. Okay. Now with the concept of grade 1 is there. The few concepts, that is the addition tricks are there. We can help them through the counting on fingers or using the number lines or with the help of the place value. Now the concept is there, how we can explain the concept of the place value. The simple concept is we have to ask them how many ones are there in 1/10. How many tens hold, how many tens are there in 100? What do you understand by the value for the difference between the place value and the face value? So this way we can help them to understand the concept of addition as well as the subtraction, and time concepts are there with the help of understanding the matching the clock hands with the other concepts, that is with the correct time and everything is there. Now we have to explain the concept of the addition. We can give them the activity for roll and add. In this, we can give them the games. They can fill the spaces and they can make it as they let them play, and in the playway method they can understand that in the one dice if it is 1, so we have to shade it with that is the gray color, and 3 means we shaded the boxes with green colors, so 1 plus 3 equals to 4. Let them make their own games and help them to play with that. Similarly, we have to explain then the concept of the decomposition, break the numbers. Now in the grade 1, they know the numbers up till 20 from kindergarten to grade 1 as an initial stage, and then gradually they are moving to the other numbers. So start with the smaller number. Explain them the concepts of the breaking down into the numbers. What is the purpose of the decomposition is there? How to write it into the tens and ones. So again, the concept of place value is there. So 2 means it's a ones place and 10 means 1 means at the tens place. Why it is a tens place? Because till 9 we are having single object. It is a 1 digit. And when we are moving to the 10, it is becomes we have to add one more, and this is the trick, as you have to know the manipulative for the rods, FRB model, flats, rods and blocks. So in the units you can explain them the digits as 1 to 9 digits, and when we make it the 10, it is a group of 10 ones. So we have 10 ones in 1/10. I hope if this concept is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. The next is the now we can give them the game for the subtraction also. Give them the images or give them in a box, just put the objects in the box. There are 5 cubes in one box. I have taken one box, one cube from it. How many are left? Similarly, the subtraction sheets you can make. Count the number of the cookies in jars and then determine how many left. I ate 5 cookies. So how many cookies are left? Now in the jar, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 cookies are there. And I ate 5 cookies. So what is the result? How many cookies left up? Now this is of odd and even sorting. Sorting, we know we help the children to understand the sorting concepts in the kindergarten. So we will explain them the concept of now odd and even. Odd, we know that there is a single object, we can't make it a pair, but even can make the pairs. First of all, explain the concept like this. Now let them go for the subtraction as well as the addition for this. With this concept, let them solve the math problems and then ask them to write it down into the given bowls, that which one is the odd and this one is the even. Activity is also there, and the concept of learning addition and subtraction. These are the few activities which I have done with the students. We can, this is for the multiplication. Now you can make it as the addition or subtraction also. So we can make it as how many times 3 is equal to 18. 6 times 3 is equal to 18. Make the groups of 6 with the 3 dots. Or number bond is there. Other name for multiplication is repeated addition. So we are repeating 3 6 times. So 6 times 3 is equal to 18. Or we can learn the skip counting multiplication with the help of the skip counting. Table of 3 is equal to 3 times what is equal to 18. So 3 plus 3 6 like this. We can make it as the equality statement also, just like a commutative property. 6 times 3 is equal to 3 times 6. With the help of addition, we can explain the concepts also. 4 times 14. So now again explain the concept of the place value. 14 stands at which place? 1 is at 10's place, 4 is at 1's place. So 10 plus 4 is equal to 14. Now what is 4 times 4? It is 16. What is 4 times 10? It's 40. Now help them to make them the addition. Similarly, we can go for the subtraction, and then the box method is also there. We can explain the concepts of 2-digit number with 2-digit. 23 into 42. Simply make 2 is at which place? 10's place. So 2 at 10's means 20. 3 at 1's place. So it is 3 times 1 is 3. Similarly, the 42. 4 is at 10's place. So 4 10's equals 40. 2 1's equals 2. Now go for the multiplication. Again, you can help them in a simple way. 4 times 2 is 8. How many zeros are there with the 4? 1 0. How many zeros are there with the 2? That is again 1 0. So we have 2 zeros. So 40 times 20 is 800. In this way, we can explain the concept to the students. Again, this is a hexagon multiplication game. We can make small triangles. Now, in this also, you can ask the students in a geometrical form, how many triangles make one hexagon? So we have 6 triangles to make the hexagon. Now make the small game with them. 3 times 10, find it out. It is 30. Now with the 30, you can make other side. What is 5 times 7? 35. So make the game accordingly like that. Or we can help the student to go for the crossword puzzles, addition and subtraction game. You can any crossword puzzle. These are just activities we can make within a seconds. Crossword puzzle, just make a small table and let them student go for that. Even you can draw it on your blackboard also, on your green board also, and you can engage the class while making this crossword puzzle in the last 5 or 10 minutes of the session of the class. Isn't it? Now here is the concept of, thank you Snita ma'am. This is the concept of again place value. Ones means single one. 10 ones make 110. So 10 ones equals to 110. How is it 110? Show them small cubes, blocks with that this is equivalent to 110. Next is there, we can make it into the form of the questions also. That 10 ones make 110. So similarly, 10 tens make 100. So how many ones make 110? Or how many tens makes 100? How many hundreds makes 1000? Like this, we can help the student to learn the concept of the place value. I hope the place value concept is quite clear to everyone, how to explain the concept to the students. If there is still any query, you just let me know. Again, this is the way of explaining the concept of the place value to the students. This way you can make the small cards in which students can understand that 110 has how many tens and how many ones. Now this is in the center one. Here we have 1 tens and 3 blocks. 1 rod and 3 blocks are there. So it will make 13. So 13 has 1 tens and 3 ones. How is this activity? Thank you, Meena ma'am. Similarly, we have to explain the concept to the students about the place value of 1 tens and how many tens and how many ones are there. Thanks, Lily ma'am, for showing your comment. Thank you. Now let's move to the next. This is the main concept for learning the place value. We can make small circles on our drawing sheets, colored A4 side drawing sheets, or we can have small fiber type sheets also. You can cut it down and you can laminate it. You can use it in a different ways. Now in this question, you can ask them how many thousands are there. So 4,000s are there. How many hundreds are there? 200s are there. How many tens are there? 3 tens. And how many ones are there? 5 ones. Now make what the number it is. So the number becomes 4,235. The student understand the value of the place value, concept of the place value. Thanks, Bhumi ma'am. Thanks, Ratna ma'am. Again, this is the concept of the matrix that we can explain the concept of the addition to the student through the tricks. Now we have to make the sum of 10. How we will make it? So we know that we have to make the 3 sums of it. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Similarly, 6 plus 3 is 9. Then what should be there on the top? And then 1 plus 5 is 6. What is to be in the center? You can help the student to understand with the help of the number pyramids also. Or we can give them the small puzzles type is there. Think of the any number. Let it be number 2. Now multiply it by 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Add 6 to it. What is 6 plus 6? It's 12. Now divide the 12 by 3. It becomes 4. Subtract the 4 from the number which you have think. You have think the number 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Thank you, Meenakshi ma'am. So these are the simple ways to engage the students with the tricks and the puzzles. They will not think math as a phobia. They will learn the math in a true manner, lovingly. Thanks, Meenakshi ma'am. Thanks, Meena ma'am. Now this is the concept of finger multiplication table. We know that the table of 9, we can help them students to learn with the fingers only. To multiply 9 by 5, we know 45. So what we can do, we can help them to fold down the 5th finger from the left, count the fingers on the either side of the fold to get the answer. How it is? Just see. Now if we have fold the finger of 5, how many fingers are there on the left side? We have 4 fingers. How many fingers on the right side? We have 5 fingers. So 4 and 5 makes 45. What is 9 times 5? It's 45. True. We can explain the concept to the students with the help of exploring the concept with the stories also. Let them make them the counting adventures. If we are moving, thank you, Kiran ma'am. If we are moving somewhere, if we are going to some picnic spot is there, we are arranging picnics for the students. Ask them if you want to go to there, how many students are there in the class. Thanks, Sharmila ma'am. This is the way we can make them the quests also with them. Now, simple example, I have given the magic forest quest. Take the readers on a journey through a forest filled with magical creatures. You are making a picnic spots for the zoo also. So ask them along the way. They can count the number of the objects on the way to the zoo entering. How many animals are there? What type of animals you can see? How many monkeys are there? How many tigers are there? Which one you like most? So small things we can help the student. Similarly, shape quests are there. Give them a one puzzle on the board. Give them a 10 grams puzzle on the board. Ask them how many shapes are there, how many triangles are there, how many parallelograms are there. Is there any circle in the 10 gram? Ask the quest with them. They will learn it. And these stories, they not only enhance them to recognize the things, shape recognition, but also encourages them critical thinking, observation skills, engagement in the concept. Now, these are the brain teasers. These are not for the kindergarten or the grade 1, but we can help them to learn the new things, because we know 5 fingers are not equals. There are the students, those who are at the level, they are near to the 90s. So explain them with the concepts of this. Okay, now sit down and just find it out with how many 8s you can make the number 1000. Any guesses from your end how you can make the 1000 number using only addition? Add 8 8s to get the 1000, sorry. Anyone? Let me show you. 888 plus 88 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 gives you 1000. Now, when does 9 plus 5 equals to 2? Any guesses from your end? When you are telling the time to the students, 9 plus 5 hours gives you the time 2 o'clock. Now use the numbers 2, 3, 4 and 5 and add symbols to make a true math equation. These students can do it. Two plus 5 equals to 3 plus 4. Both the sides equals to 7. So these are the small equations or the games we can play with the students. Now just let me know your queries and concerns. Before moving to the forward, I just want to share my story, why I have started this. Kindly give me the permission if you want to hear about my story.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you, Kanchanman. Thank you. So I just want to share my own story as it might resonate with the parents and the educators of the kindergarten and grade 1 children. So are you interested to hear about the significant turning point or the moment in my educational journey that inspired me to pursue a particular subject or the career path? Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you, Saibri
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
have a deep passion for early childhood education, particularly in the field of mathematics, which stems from my personal journey. When my own child was in kindergarten, they faced significant challenges with the math. Unfortunately, we could not afford external tutoring due to financial constraints. However, with the unwavering support of their kindergarten teacher and my dedicated efforts, my child gradually developed a strong foundation in math. A remarkable turning point occurred when one of my neighbors, a parent of a kindergarten student, approached me seeking help for their child's math struggles. Drawing from my own experiences, I provided guidance and support, and witnessing their child's remarkable progress and newfound confidence in math. And this experience ignited a passion within me to help other parents and educators navigate the challenges of teaching math to young children. So this is the way I just want to start up my journey with starting with this program and to create the courses for the students and the teachers. So throughout my journey as a parent and educator, I have had the privilege of working with numerous kindergarten and grade 1 children, many of whom initially believed they were incapable of succeeding in math. However, with a combination of their hard work, supportive parents, and my knowledge and experience, we proved those doubts wrong and witnessed incredible growth and achievement in these young learners. The sense of fulfillment and joy I derived from helping parents and educators create a strong math foundation for their young children is immeasurable. Knowing that I have positively impacted the educational journeys of these children fills me with immense pride. The support and appreciation I have received from parents and fellow educators fuel my gratitude and motivation to further enhance my guidance and resources. Now, after sharing my journey, I invite all of you to share your own stories and reflections. Have you experienced a significant moment or turning point in your educational journey that inspire you to pursue a particular subject or a career path? I would love to hear from you and learn about your experiences also. Anyone? Thank you, Meena ma'am. Thank you. I don't know who is from the Oppo A31, but thanks to you. Now, the mission of this webinar is to support and empower parents and educators of kindergarten and grade 1 children with effective strategies and tools to teach math in a positive and engaging way, removing any fears or anxieties. Through the E&F method, our goal is to help create a nurturing and inclusive learning environment where young learners can build confidence, overcome math challenges, and establish a strong foundation in mathematics. Together, we aim to revolutionize math education and unlock the full potential of every child. Thank you, Deepa ma'am. Thank you.